Ooh, what's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG, WTF, LOL, FTWBRB. Welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling 2013. We are playing as the WWE in the current, not the current year, the year 2015. And we have booked Friday Night SmackDown. I don't have much to say in the beginning here, so let's just go ahead and run the show. We might be a little slow here, of course, because, McAfee wants to do a scan, and I completely didn't notice it. But details. So we have two pre-show matches. First is going to be a tag team match that gets a 64C. By the way, we are being held in front of 11,333 people in front of the Philadelphia Wells Fargo Center, which I've been to many times when I lived in Jersey. Some good action, but not much Wayne heat. Team of Bad News, Barrett, and Sheamus defeating the Primetime Players when Sheamus defeated Darren Young with the Celtic Cross. Good thing about Stephanie McMahon Levesque taking over at the WWE is I no longer have to push Darren Young like Vince McMahon wanted me to. So that's good because I didn't have any plans for Darren Young. And R-Truth, I actually have come up with something, and I'm actually really... We're actually going to kind of reveal it on the show tonight, despite the fact that I didn't write out a whole story for it, but we'll get to it when we get to it. I'm just really excited to see where that goes. And Titus is also improving in performance, so that's pretty awesome. And our final pre-show match gets a 72B-, pretty good for a pre-show. Some good action and average heat. Roman Reigns and the Usos, so of course, the Anoya family. Is that how you say it, or is it I think it's the Ananoya family. My apologies. The Ananoya family, Roman Reigns and the Usos, teaming up to take on the team of Erick Rowan. I almost said Erick Owen. Erick Rowan, of course, who represents the Wyatt family. And Big Show and Kane. And Roman Reigns defeated Rowan with the spear. Roman is improving in performance, and Jimmy Uso is improving in performance. So we move on to the actual show, which starts off with a match, nerds and geeks. Right away, no angle. Starting off with a match, gets a 72B-. And a bout that featured great action and average heat. Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler defeating the Upper Cats in 9 minutes and 44 seconds. When Ambrose defeated Tyson Kidd, with the headlock driver. We had a lot of interference in this match. Big Show went after Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose, and Kane also went after Ambrose and Ziggler. Unfortunately, it was not enough because Ambrose and Ziggler are able to take out the Upper Cats. Cesaro is improving in technical skills, so that's awesome. We then go to an angle afterwards that gets a 59C. Ambrose and Ziggler celebrating when the Upper Cats and the Monsters, Kane and Big Show, start beating down on the Lunatic Fringe and the show off. And then, oh God, here comes the Usos. Here comes Randy Orton saving the day, chasing off Big Show, Kane, and Cesaro. You'll notice Tyson Kidd's not in here, and that's mostly because Kidd always gets underperformed, and I can't fit that many people in an angle, so I just decided I'll put both Usos in and dropped Kidd. So, 66C plus here with the save from Orton Usos, or save from Orton and Usos. So that's pretty awesome. We then go on to, oh wow, a 78B. Can't complain about that, nerds and geeks. 78B, Seth Rollins comes out accompanied to the ring by Rusev. Right, of course, this is right after the attack. I said right after the attack on Randy Orton and Ambrose. I didn't mean to say that. Whatever. Yes, right after the attack on Ambrose and Ziggler, of course. I didn't put the Usos in here, just left them out. Just Orton, Ambrose, and Ziggler because they're the main focus here. Right after the attack on them, Rollins takes the mic. He laughs, of course, the classic Seth Rollins laugh, just whatever, that thing. He says, "You think you're smart, don't you, Orton? No, you're just lucky. If it's not for that moronic face-painted Sting, then it's Tweedledee and Tweedledolph. This past Monday was supposed to be your last." I don't know why I said it was going to be. Was supposed to be your last if it was not for Sting, but I'm actually looking to blow off some steam tonight, so since Sting stole my WWE Championship, and since you swarmed your way out like the snake you were this on past Monday, I'm sorry, nerds and geeks, I'm a little tired too. I'm slurring my words all of a sudden. Gotta take my time and read here instead of just blah, 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 blah. How about tonight? You find yourself a partner again. I mean, hell, you got two of them in the ring right now. That's, of course, if they can manage not to get attacked again and sent to the hospital. If you guys been watching, you'll know that Ambrose and Ziggler have been targeted by Big Show and Kane many times and the victims of backstage attacks. So then Rollins says, how about you pick someone and meet me in the Bulgarian brute Rusev later tonight in the middle of the ring. Rollins assuming the challenge. Very satisfied with that rating because Rollins was the big star here. I mean, of course, everyone else is rated on overness, but Seth Rollins was the person on the microphone. Also, you'll notice the Sting storyline progressed. Sting was in this angle, just not on screen, so that's why his picture's not here. No worker improvements, no. We then go on to Ryback backstage, where he's just ranting about Stardust. They don't want to write anything out because it's nothing too specific, just about him saying, I don't know what Stardust's problem with me, but if he's got a problem with the big guy, he's going to get a big fist to the face, basically. And Ryback, everybody. We then go on to a match featuring Ryback. Gets a 70C+. You got to be happy with that. I mean, that's actually pretty close to a B for a Ryback-Mark Henry match. Can't be angry with that one. Some good action and average heat. Mark Henry defeating... Oh, my God. Not by submission, game. I don't know why it always goes by submission in, like, the worst times ever. Piss off, game. Not every friggin' thing ends by... Matches rarely end by submission. I don't know why it automatically goes by that. And I don't know why I'm correcting it like it matters, but it does. There we go. So there we are. How do you end a match by submission with distraction anyway? Oh, look at me while I have you locked in the submission hold and you're tapping out. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Rant's over. So Mark Henry beating Ryback after a distraction from Stardust. I don't imagine Stardust even really coming out at all. I just imagine his music playing as Ryback's, getting ready for the feed me more. And he's, gets distracted waiting for Stardust to come out. Finally says, forget about it. Turns around. Henry picks him up. World's Strongest Slam. 1, 2, 3. Not the World's Strongest Man. World's Strongest Slam. There we go. And Stardust once again costing Ryback a match here. Wow, an 81B. Dude, Randy Orton, I'm telling you, nerds and geeks, Randy Orton is the man to rely on in this save. Whew. So we see Dean Ambrose and Ziggler backstage. They're pissed. They're steaming after the attack. Orton approaches them. The three of them start talking about their issues with the Authority. And then Orton brings up the fact that, Big Show and Kane have been a thorn in their sides for a couple weeks. I mean, with the constant distractions and interfering in your guys' matches, plus the backstage beatdowns, that seem to be becoming more than a weekly thing. I bet you boys have a little bit of revenge on your mind. Not in your mind. So why don't we go find Big Show and Kane and give them a taste of their own medicine, and then later tonight, I say we do the same thing to Rollins and Rusev. The three agree, and then they set off searching for the Big Show and Kane. Orton is learning how to show more charisma. Out of everyone here, Randy Orton is the one showing it. Well, I mean, then again, Ambrose has a lot of charisma to him, so I don't know about Ziggler. We then go on to a 71B-. Not a bad angle here at all. In fact, I was expecting a C, so I am heavily satisfied with this. Well, not heavily. Heavily would be like a freaking A, maybe a B+, a B. B- is like, good. Good job, guys. Just a basic angle with Sheamus and Barrett, saying, you may have got the best of us in tag team action, but one-on-one action and tag team action are two different things. And come Payback is going to be in order when myself and Barrett, or whoever's talking, myself and Sheamus, defeats you guys and take off those titles. So just a generic little promo for the two. And then this is pretty cool. It says, it's a movie parody, but I just kind of chose it to choose it. This is actually supposed to be part one of what will most likely be a 4-part series, who knows, of a series that's going to be like Miz and Miz going to acting classes. Miz is so irritated with Miz it's like, all right, so now we got to go back, and I imagine like the whole time in the acting class, Miz is just being a condescending dick, like, oh, I'm so much better than everyone, but he gets shown up by Miz and Miz getting better grades than him. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to lead up into this stuff. So 54C-, could have done a little better, but I wasn't expecting too much from it. We then go on to a Divas match that gets a 54C-. You can't be angry with that when it's Divas involved. Solid in-ring action, but not much weighing heat. Paige and Natalya defeating the team of AJ Lee and Naomi, when Natty defeated Naomi with the sharpshooter. See, that's okay to have submission there. I guess I can't be angry when I complained about it 2 seconds ago when it randomly did submission here, but, whatever. AJ's improving in technical, so that's all that matters here. I mean, Naomi I wish would improve, but I don't have any plans for Naomi. I have plans for these three. Naomi's just kind of there to take the fall. And it helps that she's Jimmy Uso's, wife, and Natalya is Tyson Kidd's wife, so that helps too. We then go on to a backstage segment. This was the segment I was hinting to. I didn't write out a thing for it because I didn't want to be honest. I was just going to say it. R-Truth is hyping an upcoming match against Luke Harper. This gets a 59C. And in it, he's pretty much just saying, last Monday Night Raw, Bray Wyatt made me realize something. I should hate him, to be honest, for what he was going to do to me. But he made me realize something. He opened my eyes, so I got to thank him. I realized that my entire career I have yet to accomplish anything. I mean, I've had a few championships here or there, but most of the time I'm the one just laying my back down for the guy, to get the win. And when Bray was going to sacrifice me, it was like my whole career flashed before my eyes. And now that, I was given this second chance, I'm going to capitalize on it. Dog? Pretty much some stupid R-Truth. I feel stupid saying that dog statement. I wish I didn't now. Oh my God. But Truth is just pretty much saying, hey, he's going to have a career resurgence. It's not necessarily when I say that, Nerds and Geeks, that doesn't mean Truth's about to get a monster push. This is going to have a little bit of fun twist on it. Classic Truth being stupid and crazy, but also kind of like him. I imagine him doing some skits here or there. Just a lot of fun with R-Truth. Rising to the top, and who knows? Maybe he'll get a mid-card title run. But he's in a little bit of a mini feud now with the Wyatts after that sacrifice that was going to happen. And he's saying, I'm looking to make an example tonight, so I'm issuing a challenge to you, Luke Harper. Step in the ring with me, basically. That's another reason why Erick Rowan was in the match and not Luke Harper, because I'm not putting Bray Wyatt in that match before. So we have a 73 B-. Orton, Ziggler, and Ambrose find Big Show and Kane, finally, and let the fighting begin as all of them start just beating each other down. Kane and Big Show, of course, are giants, so you're fighting back. But it gets to the point where the three men finally beat down on the giants and take them down. This was an 8-minute beatdown, so it definitely was longer than most beatdowns. 73 B-, can't complain about that. We then go on to our next match, which is Truth versus Luke Harper, and a match had some good action, but not much weighing heat. Luke Harper defeating R-Truth, the discus clothesline. This gets a 58C-, and Bray doing some good work ringside as well. Some of you may be asking now, I thought you just said that you were, giving Truth kind of a push. I am. That doesn't mean he's winning. Build up, Nerds and Geeks. You got to build up. You can't just give him a victory over a promising talent like Luke Harper like that. No, you gotta baby step to R-Truth. You can't just be like, boom, R-Truth. All right. Not that any of you were even saying that. Some of you are probably like, yeah, he's right. And some of you may be like, wow, what a jerk. All right, let's move on to this. Nothing too special here. Bray Wyatt, not too happy with the words that R-Truth had to say about him in that promo he had. So now, of course, they're going to sacrifice Truth like they planned on doing on Raw. Out comes the big dog Roman Reigns to save the day again. Yada, yada, yada. And then we go on to our main event of the night that gets a 72 B-. Featured great action and a good crowd. Seth Rollins and Rusev getting the victory, actually. I mean, looks like, all night it was supposed to be Orton and Ambrose. Nope. Despite all that, they weren't able to get the victory. They defeated them in 12 minutes and 54 seconds. Seth Rollins defeated Ambrose with the pedigree, getting a little bit of vengeance there, or not vengeance, but I guess it was a way to earn Seth momentum back mainly. But it's all fun and games. And Rusev and Orton didn't get pinned. Ambrose, I mean, he got a lot of momentum back with all those angles tonight, so I'm expecting that this worked out well. And here's something interesting, Nerds and Geeks. We didn't have the match on Raw. Remember, we ran an angle, so we've actually never teamed Rollins and Rusev up tonight. So here's something interesting. We see Lana, of course, doing good work ringside. I mean, Lana can literally just stand there and do good work ringside. She's that beautiful. But Seth Rollins and Rusev, excellent chemistry teaming together. That is amazing. That is like, wow. We might have to make a tag team out of this. I highly doubt it, but Seth Rollins and Rusev have excellent chemistry teaming together. That is actually pretty cool. Of course, the psychology thing, which makes no sense because Rollins has like the best psychology on our roster. Announcing quality wasn't up to the same standard, but that's to be expected, I guess, for SmackDown. Orton is improving in Rumble, and Rollins is improving in performance skills. And that's going to do it. No angle afterwards. No angle afterwards. That ends off the show with, Rollins and Rusev standing tall. We did increase our region in popularity, not our region. Our popularity in 23 regions, but we did lose in 16, so that's most likely in American regions and most probably Canada as well. 74 B- for SmackDown, though, I don't think is bad. I don't really see us growing. That's my only issue, is we're supposed to reach international, and I always kind of see us kind of like staying in the same place because we have Raw, and then so we like kind of like increase popularity on Raw sometimes and pay-per-views, but then like SmackDown brings us back down, so it's like we're always staying in place. But we did get the top headline, so that's awesome, even above Dragon Gate, so that's pretty cool. And what was this? Oh, it's just TNA's explosion. Scott D'Amore joining FIP. And look at this, Kenny Dykstra on the rise. Is it still Kenny Dykstra? Yeah, right there, Kenny Dykstra. Cool. Does he still hate John Cena? No. Oh, he's got a strong friendship with, look at this, what, ready? Negotiate. Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, he's a great person. Yeah, don't get too excited. Well, he is only 29, so maybe bring him back as like a jobber for NXT, as rude as that sounds. I think Mark Henry's happy because he also got a win. Let me go check that real quick. Yeah, look at that. Oh, cool. So that works out. I don't even have to give him a bonus. All right, awesome. And look, look, Stephanie McMahon is our owner, it says right there, and I think we've already looked at this. We have to go to international, which, like I said, I think that might be a little bit of an issue. And then we're not supposed to fall into depth, not an issue. Orton has to be kept above 83, not an issue. Ziggler has to reach, I think, 70, not 70, that's 7. It's not, I think, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Either way, not too bad. Sorry about the noise in the background. People are talking. Gonna end this off anyway soon. I just want to check the storyline. So AJ and Paige actually doing pretty good for a Divas storyline. Cesaro and Kid doing well. This went down, but that was to be expected with just a random angle. And Orton, everything's looking pretty good. All right, I'm gonna end this off. So all the chitter chatter in the background we don't have to hear. Talk to you guys later.